about rogues. So far, when just from playing my rogue, I have had a lot of fun with my rogue. And it's really just, I feel that if I made another rogue, if I had a chance to make, in which I do, if I made another rogue, I just know that I would have fun with this rogue. And rogues in particular, to me, just seem like a really fun class to play. Just from the stealthing and you being sneaky and agile, to doing crits and, you know, exploding stuff really, figuratively. It's really fun for me. But I just want to talk about my rogue in particular. So, I don't have much. Let me just move my camera because I'm about to just show you guys some stuff. I don't really have much. So basically what I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to be talking about some of the gear that I have, some of the talents, and what I have to make my gameplay better, but at the same time still fun. So basically I have I'm just gonna be talking about some of the main pieces, like my gloves, the helmet, my pants, my rings, my weapons, the enchants, everything. Uh, the macros, all macros, not only in-game macros, but keyboard macros. All types of stuff. How I leveled to level 28 so fast. Well, I didn't really level to 28 that fast. I got to 28 in 1 week. So, but I'm gonna just be talking about how I leveled up and how I got through some of the ups and downs of World of Warcraft Classic with my rogue. Hey, Chance, what up? Uh, but so basically, I have the green tinted goggles. They're cloth. I made them myself. I'm an engineer. You have to be a engineering of 150. They have 8 stamina, 35 armor, and 7 spirit. I think they're pretty good. Just because the 8 stamina is really good, and really the goggles are really good for druids. I do have to say, because it has stamina and spirit. It's good for bear, tank druids. Because stamina, it gives you more health, which your health is, the green on your character. Uh, and spirit, I'm pretty sure spirit, gives you mana and health regeneration. So the more spirit you have, the rates. So it basically increases your health and mana regeneration rates. So basically what it means by that, it increases the how fast you regenerate mana or health if you have uh mana, which you're gonna have health no matter what. And yeah, moving on from the goggles, I kind of want to talk about the shoulders. The shoulders aren't that good. They're not that great of things, but it's the only thing I could really find. I mean, I got a replacement. Instead of having 4 stamina, 4 spirit, I rather would have for agility, in which for rogues agility is pretty good, especially because you're a rogue, and as a rogue you want to be able to get big crits, and you want to be able to dodge a lot of attacks, and you want to have some armor also. So basically agility, it says increases attack power for melee and ranged weapons, and improves your chance to score a critical strike um, with all weapons, increasing your armor chance and your dodge. Um, and we all know what spirit does. I already explained from the goggles. Moving on to the cape of the Brotherhood. So I got. I already explained. This one came from engineering. This one came from the auction house. I got it for 30 silver. I don't know how many are on the auction house. You might have to find it yourself, because I feel I only saw like one of them. But the Cape of the Brotherhood, I enchanted it with the. Well, I got somebody to enchant it for me. I enchanted my back with armor plus 50, and it has 21 armor and 6 agility with 3 stamina. This is a really good. I got this from Dead Mines, right? It's a really good cape. It's gonna last you some time. It lasted me, through like at least 10. It's gonna last me probably for another probably 15 levels, maybe. If I can't find one, then this is just gonna be the only one that I'm gonna be wearing. Maybe even 10 levels, 5 levels, hopefully soon, because I don't want to be wearing this for a long time. So I already explained the agility. I already explained the stamina. Um, uh, the armor, of course, it reduces the damage against levels that are at your level, or at least 2-3 levels above you. But of course, the percentage would be a little lower to a higher level than you. So let's say I'm a level 28 with a 22.5% damage reduction to attackers that are level 28, which is my level. That would mean that if something was like level 29, then I don't know how much percentage that would go down. I haven't really looked at that. But the percentage would be a little lower, because they still have a chance. They'll have a higher chance to hit you than you would be able to hit them. Because the chances to hit somebody, because since you're lower, your chances to hit somebody are a little bit lower. So moving on from the Cape of the Brotherhood, as I said, you get this from Dead Mines, and I enchanted it. I got an enchanter for the plus 50 armor. So yeah, 6 agility, 3 stam, 21 armor. But for me, it's 71. So moving on to the Tunic of Westfall. The Tunic of Westfall, it's leather. It's pretty good for druids, rogues, all the classes that wear leather, basically. It has 92 armor, decent out for, you know, because you can run Dead Mines. You basically get this from Dead Mines, but it's quest based. So basically, you have to do this. It's not that long of a quest line, but it's only, I forgot how many quests you have to do. I would have to look at that. But this comes from Tunic of Westfall. This comes from a quest, right? And the quest tells you have to go to Dead Mines. You have to kill the last boss. You have to kill the very last boss, not Cookie. Well, the second to last boss, which is Van Clef. Their leader, the Brotherhood Defies leader. You know, this is you have to kill him, and then you loot him, and you 100%. It's 100% drop chance. If you have the quest, you will get the Tunic of Westfall. If you get his head, you have to get his head. Maybe even kill Cookie. If you want to, and then you go out the dungeon, turn in the quest, and you'll get the Tunic of Westfall. But it's not only that; it's a choice. So you still have the Staff of Westfall, and I think it's also mail. You have mail pants that you can get. Not like MALE, not like mail, like MAIL, mail. Chainmail, I should say, chainmail armor. Their legs, and they give some pretty decent stats for a tank warrior. And I also put 50 plus health on this. I can get a better enchant on that though, like plus stats, but I'll get into the enchants later. Maybe in another video. Um, the forest leather bracers, you can get these for kind of cheap on the auction house. Well, I wouldn't say kind of cheap. They're pretty cheap on the auction house. The frost leather bracers, they're cheap. They have 37 armor. They have 5 plus the agility, 5 strength. And they you can use them at level 19. Forest leather bracers are actually the twink item that you can use at level 19. So because they're like the best bracers. I don't think you can use the barbaric bracers at level 19. I think that's like level 27 or something like that. They're blue. But the forest leather bracers, as I said, get those from auction house. Pretty good if you want to twink, which I twinked for like a little while, level 19, and then I didn't. I leveled up. I twinked for like 1 day or 2 days or something like that. And then I just leveled up, and that's why I have some of the twink gear. I don't really have all the twink gear because I changed some of it out. But anyway, moving on to I'm gonna get the weapons. Just hold on. So the red welt gloves. People, I haven't seen that many people, or twinks, I should say, use the red welt gloves. And the red welt gloves are the best gloves that you could possibly ever get. Well, that's not true, but the red welt gloves are, they're not mediocre, they're not good, they're decent. They're above average. The red whelp gloves, they have a nice look to them. They have a nice red look to them. They have 52 armor and 5 plus the agility. They require level 19, and they have an equip effect. It says 5% chance of dealing 15 to 25 fire damage and on a successful melee attack. So it has a 5% chance basically to land 25 fire damage if you successfully land a melee attack, but it's only a 5% chance. So you can get a leather worker to make them. I think you need like red whelp leather or whatever. And you need some few other items, I'm pretty sure, and you can get somebody to make them. I got somebody to enchant them for me also. With 5 plus the agility. So there's some pretty good gloves. I'm not gonna go through a lot of this. I'm just gonna go to overall. It really do help me. So most of these people, they were like way higher level than me. I don't know if, okay, let me just, there we go. So it's a firebolt basically. That's what it is. It's way at the bottom because my stuff kept getting resisted a lot. But it is really good if you're trying to add on some extra DPS or damage done. If you're trying to add some damage done on your items, or not your items, but your numbers. If you want to add some more numbers to your damage done meter, if you have one, of course. I mean, I wanna just move this over a little bit so you can, sorry, excuse me, so you can actually see it. this got me, some pretty good hits at least. I'm gonna get into that stuff later. Um, move this out the way a little bit, so I don't want to move it too much. Jesus. Okay, but off the fire whelp gloves, moving on to the belt. You can get the belt. I'm pretty sure you can get the belt from the auction house. I didn't get mine from the auction house. I got mine from like a drop in like Dead Mines, or no, it wasn't Dead Mines. It was Stockades. Um, it's called the emblazoned belt. It's leather. It goes on your waist. It has 52 armor, 7 strength, 3 stam. It requires level 24, so you have to be level 24 to be able to wear it. So yeah. Moving on. That wasn't that interesting, but these are. So I actually got somebody else to. Most of my stuff was made. Some of my stuff, well, not most of it, but some of it was either bought off the auction house or made. So I got the dusky leather leggings. As you can see, it says on the bottom, it says it's made by Ambili. I got somebody to make it for me. They're called the dusky leather leggings. They have 13 agility, 86 armor, and I reinforced the armor with 24 plus the armor, so it has more armor on it. It requires level 28, which I was the right level to wear it. Lucky me. And yeah, you can also sell the dusky leather leggings for something, for some monies, gold, silver. I don't know what it sells for, how much it sells for. I'll talk about that later. But bandit boots of agility. Obviously, as you can see, they're leather. They have 53 armor, 5 plus the agility, and I enchanted my boots with minor speed increase. If you don't know what minor speed increase is, it basically enhances your movement speed, I think, by 7%. So it increases your movement speed by 7%, I think. I don't really have information on that much, but it increases your movement speed, what I think, by 7%. It's 5 agility. It requires level 15, which I need to change those boots out still, because the boots, they're kind of not that good. They only have 5 agility, which you can enchant your boots with 5 agility, or some more agility, like 7 plus the agility. But I wouldn't do that, because you're gonna get some better boots that you can enchant. From like probably Nomergen or something like that. Moving on from those weak boots. So you get this from a quest. So this is also something a little bit a part of Dead Mines. I'm pretty sure, probably. It's called you don't have to do the Dead Mines to get the quest, really, or at least I don't think you have to, because I've always done the Dead Mines quest, and I usually just do it for the XP too. So but basically, the Seal of Rin, uh, is the Dead Mine quest a part of it, but I don't think you have to do it. You can just skip to the Humble Beginnings. The quest is called the Humble Beginnings. It's in Cathedral. Actually, I can actually show you where it is in Cathedral. It's right around here somewhere. It's right there, or right here, I think. The Seal of Rin, you can get it from a quest. Basically, it'll send you first. I think you gotta go talk to somebody. Then you go to the stockades. You do stockades. Then when you come out of stockades, you turn in the quest. You go to Cathedral. Then you go to Old Town. Then you go to Stormwind Keep, and you turn in the quest there to the lady standing right by the the Legion King, the king that was in Legion. So yeah, pretty sure that's how the quest goes. Well, it doesn't go like exactly like that. I just skipped to like the part. I'll talk about a lot of the quests and stuff about the gear. You know, just trying to get done with the gear part because I really want to go into macros because macros is going to be the really important part that makes your gameplay really easy as a rogue, so you won't have to be going through pressing too many buttons. You know, getting carpal tunnel and stuff. But so basically, the seal of Rin it's a finger, of course, as you can see. Well, it's a ring. It's a ring that goes on your finger, which we all know that rings go on your finger. Anyway, you can do this through a quest. It's through quest. You turn in a quest. It'll give you the seal of Rin. It gives 3 strength, 3 agility, 4 stam, and 4 intellect with 3 spirit. I haven't explained intellect. So basically, intellect, it's good if you want to level. So basically, if you're not a spellcaster or somebody that uses mana, intellect or spirit wouldn't be that good for you, I should say. So basically, intellect, it says, as you can see, hopefully, it says it increases the rate at which weapon skills improve. I have very low intellect. So basically, it'll just help me increase the rate at which my weapon skills improve, which is what I just said. What that means is, so say you get a new weapon. So when I was learning maces, because I learned maces and I had my skills were only 1 with maces. So I had a little something of intellect when I was a low level. So I was in the dead mines, right? And it went up pretty fast because gnomes have, where is it at? Expansive mind. It's a passive ability, so you won't have to click on it or anything. It says intelligence increased by 5%. So basically, that means intelligence as in intellect. How basically intellect is how smart you are. So yeah, intellectual. But moving on to another ring, my other ring. I don't know if it was a good idea to change it out for the actually it was, because the lavishly jewel ring isn't really that good for me. It has 2 agility, 6 intellect, I'm pretty sure. But the Defias Renegade ring, it's not always soulbound. It's a bind when equip. So basically, it'll bind to you when you equip it. So you can't sell it on the auction house. You can sell it to a vendor, but you can't sell it on the auction house. If you have already worn the ring. Um, it has the ring had the Defiance Renegade ring has 3 agility, 3 stam, and it requires a level 20. So you can use this at a pretty low level. Yeah, moving on to the weapons. This is my favorite part. I want to start with my main hand. So I have the Skeletal Club as my main hand. It's a mace. Um, it does 53 top end damage. It has 15.6 damage per second. I have enchanted it with fiery weapon. It requires a level 19, so maybe a good twink weapon right beside Crow Barbed. Well, right above Crow Barbed, really, to me. Shoot, I mean, dang. says sends a shadowy bolt at the enemy, causing 30 shadow damage. So not 30 shadow damage over time, it's just a shadow bolt. It's basically a shadow bolt. It says shadowy bolt, so causing 30 shadow damage. And since I have fiery on it, fiery, it basically explodes the target, dealing 40 fire damage. So that also adds on to my damage meter. Let me just grab my damage meter down here and show you the fiery. So here's fiery in third place. My fiery hit 111 times, and its max damage on it was 4,432. It hit 8.4% of the time, and it hit pretty hard. It hit well, it didn't really hit that much. It didn't crit at all. It just hit them. I don't think fiery can crit. I've never seen my fiery crit. So the max on my fiery basically is 40. Its average is 40. Fiery weapon boring to talk about, okay? It's just, yeah. Let's just exit out of that. The speeds, let me talk about the speeds. So you can increase the speed if you get like attack speed on your gloves, if you get that enchant. But I didn't get it because I didn't want it. I wanted agility on my gloves. So as a rogue, you'll get slice and dice still. So yeah, slice and dice costs 25 energy. It uses all your combo points. Only use it if you have one combo point and the mob is about to die. So yeah. And you can real fast switch to another mob and start killing that mob. So yeah. Moving on from the Skeletal Club is what this is called if you want to look at that. It's on the auction house. It sells for a quite amount of gold. I tried selling the Skeletal Club and it kept lowering the price. I was like, it went up to like 30 gold when I first was trying to sell it. And then it just lowered all the way down to 1 gold. And I bought this bad boy for just one singular gold. Nothing else but 1 piece of gold. It was just 1 gold. Moving on to the Diamond Hammer. The Diamond Hammer is 10 milliseconds faster than the Skeletal Club. It's also a mace. I'm going in mace skills. I'm going to get into talents. Just one sec. I'll tell you why I'm going in mace skill. It's a unique equip, so you cannot equip it. You cannot equip 2. You cannot equip 2 of the diamond hammers, because that's what unique equip is. You can't equip 2 of them. It's a one-handed weapon, and that's cool to me, because then I can put it in my offhand. It's a 53 top end damage. It has 16.2 damage DPS, which is damage per second. That's what that means. It has 3 plus the stamina, 4 plus the stamina, 3 plus the strength, and I also enchanted it with 4 plus the weapon damage, so it'll do 57 57 top end damage. Yeah, okay. I enchanted it I already said that. Moving on to my gun. I'm gonna get into these stats also right here, because those also have to do with the weapon. So yeah, I got this. I forgot where I got this from. I seriously forgot where I got this from. I think it dropped for me in Dead Mines, the Hunter's muzzle loader, or it might have dropped out of a box or whatever, like a chest in Stockades or something. It requires a level 14, so it might have just dropped out of Dead Mines. Um, it's a gun, so you can put it in your off hand. So if I press Z and then Z, it'll bring out my gun, because that's not a macro. That's not a macro at all. You can just press Z on your keyboard and it'll just do that. So that's not a macro. I'm not in macros yet. Is the scope plus damage? It's an enchant. No, it's not. It's not. It's not an enchant. Uh, it's a scope. You can get sniper scope, rifle scope. I don't know what type of scopes. Hold on, I'm an engineer. Let me see. What type of scopes can you get? You can get standard scopes. You can get cred scopes. You can get sniper scopes. You can get all types of stuff. You can get all types of scopes. You can get. I can make a deadly blunderbuss, but I haven't made that. Yet. Anyway, off that. Uh. The gun, mediocre. I just use this if I'm just trying to pull like one mob, because I do a lot of solo work, solo working on quests and stuff. Got a lot of quests that I completed in dungeons. I soloed Nomergan. No, I'm just playing. I soloed some of stockades. I soloed only the mobs. I didn't kill the bosses because I tried killing the bosses. They just hit too hard. I don't have enough health to actually kill the bosses in what is it called, stockades. And I can't kill them fast enough. So I would just have to get like super lucky, because I actually did kill that guy that fears. What is his name? His name, he the guy that fears, like the second to last boss that you do in stockades, or you can do just any boss in stockades. But the riposte ability actually saved my life a lot. But I'm gonna get into abilities in another video. I'm just talking about gear, macros, talents right now. Gear macros, including keyboard macros and in-game macros, and talents, in-game talents like these, but I don't want to show you right now. So also going into the stats, the melee attack, the stats aren't really that fun. Okay, stats aren't really that fun. I mean, it says increase damage with melee weapons by 25.1 damage per second. It's just, main hand off, blah 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 blah. I'm just gonna go. Macros are gonna be last, because macros, I want to get into macros so badly, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to do talents, because I just really want to show my talents more. I am going in combat until I get to here. Until I get to like right here. Shoot, I'm just gonna go down the full combat, and I'm gonna go in assassination, and I'm gonna go in fear fight. I'm just gonna talk about this stuff later. Okay, so I started off with improved Gouge, because Gouge, it's really useful if you want to stun lock. You can stun lock people with improved Gouge. It'll increase the duration time of Gouge. If you get into rank 3, it'll improve it by 1.5 seconds. The timer that it's not a cast, it's the duration. So if you gouge somebody, it'll take longer for it to go off. Improved Sinister Strike, it will reduce the cost of Sinister Strike. So instead of it being 45, it will be 40 energy that you take away, instead of it being 45. So deflection increases your parry chance by 5%. The only reason why I went into this is so I could get this ability right here, but I'm going to talk about that later, because I went into this fourth. Increase your chance to hit with melee weapons by 5%. I had to get this. Like, it was just, you literally have to go on that. If you don't go into that, you're a retarded rogue. You're not that smart of a rogue if you don't go into that. You have not been playing that. Actually, I shouldn't say that. You're probably most likely, or maybe, a little new to rogue, so I'm not gonna say you're a retarded rogue or just a retarded person, you know. I'm not gonna say that. I'm just gonna say that you're new. I'm not gonna think that you're retarded. You're most likely not. Uh, I'm not gonna pronounce that. Rank, rank 5. Precision, precision. Tongue twister. Rank 5. If you get to rank 5, it'll increase your chance to hit with a melee by 5%. You know, go all 5 in that. Okay. I went all 5 in deflection, and then I went 1 into riposte. Because it's an ability. It takes away 10 energy. It's an instant cast. It's a 6 second cooldown, and it says a strike that becomes active after parrying the opponent's attack. This attack deals 150% attack damage and disarms the target for 6 seconds. It's good for the disarm, and it's also good because it does a stupid crazy amount of damage. Don't nerf it, please. No. They're not gonna nerf it, because then people are gonna hate the game and stop subscribing. Like, and end their subscriptions. But then, at least all the rogues are. But then, the dual wield specialization. I'm going in the dual wield specialization at the moment, because if you go in dual wield specialization, then for your offhand, you'll do a ton of more damage. You'll do a ton of more damage on your offhand weapon. So right now, my offhand weapon is the diamond hammer. So yeah, because your offhand is gonna hit weaker than your main hand, even though it does almost the same exact damage. It's still gonna hit weaker because it's your offhand. I don't know why that's something. Let's see now. If you look at the top end damages on both of them, they're both the same. But if you look up here, my main hand does 119. My offhand does 27.9. Well, actually, if you look at the damage, like the damage, it says 119. And then this one says 78. So my main hand hits harder. And then if you look at the damage per second, it's 27.9, and then 40.7. That's a lot more. So I'm going into dual wield specialization. So then it's gonna be at 40%, then 50%, and then I'll hit 50% harder with my offhand. Hopefully. So this is why I was going in mace spec, because if you go in mace spec, let me just take out my weapons, because I don't want to. There we go. Okay, there we go. So maces, they're maces. So if you go in mace specialization, I look dope. If you go in mace specialization, if you go all 5 in, it says increase your skill with mace by 1%. By 1, I mean not 1%, just by 1. What that means is your skill with maces. So if you go to skill right here, you open up skill and you scroll down, you go to weapon skills. See, my mace skills are at 140 right now, because I've been on my mace skills a lot. So basically, if I go all 5 in this, it'll increase that to 145, and it'll give it a 1% chance to stun your target for 3 seconds with a mace. So you have to be using a mace. I'm mostly going into this not for the stun. The stun would be dope, especially with riposte. But anyway, off that, the stun would be dope, but I'm really going into it for the mace skills, because mace skills are really going to be good. Basically, the skills give you a chance to hit the target, in which, as a rogue, you want to be able to hit the target a lot. you know, as a rogue, because you're going to be able to do crits. You know, you're going to be able to do some pretty big damage. You're going to be able to do crits, explodes, and crushes, and hammers, and smashes, and maces, and hammers, smashes, maces. Smash their heads in, basically, if you're using a mace. But the stun, it's pretty good. It stuns them for 3 seconds. 3 seconds is a decent amount. 3 seconds is more like 4 seconds. But, uh, 3 seconds with a mace. You have to be using a mace. You can't use anything else but a mace. So it'll just stun them for 3 seconds. Yeah. If you go in it one time, but it's gonna upgrade. You know. I don't know how much it's gonna upgrade by. It's probably gonna go all the way up to 15. I don't care though. It's really cool, but yeah. I'm also going to go. Every rogue should get this. This is a really good one. It gives you AOE basically. So it costs. You can go in it one time. It's a 2-minute cooldown. It's an instant cast. 25 energy. It costs 25 energy, and it says increases your attack speed by 20%, and an additional attack. In addition, attacks strike an additional nearby opponent and it lasts 15 seconds. So I don't know, because I haven't tried this out. I don't know if it stacks with slice and dice. It most likely does. But if it does, then that would be super cool. If you're going in mace spec, don't go sword spec. Like, if you're just gonna be mace spec for like the rest of your career as a rogue, don't go sword spec, because it's not gonna help you. Because you're not gonna be using swords if you go mace spec, or if you're using mace, because you have to have a sword if you want to go in this. Moving on, don't go fist spec either, because just don't go. Moving on, I'm going to go into. I had a feeling this said mace. It probably said sword, because I used to be using swords, but now I'm using maces. So yeah. I mean, it would be good because I still use a dagger. I have a dagger, but the only reason why I use it is just for like backstab, and ambush, which I don't really use backstab. I use ambush always. In which ambush? Where's it at? Where's it at? Give me ambush, 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 ambush. Thank you. Okay, I have rank 2 ambush. I'll get into the abilities. Maybe in another one. I'm going in talents right now. I'm gonna go into aggression. I'm going to go fully into aggression. 3. It says increases the damage of your sinister strike and of its great abilities by 2%. You have to go in this. There's no way that you are going to get past this one. Aggression is really good, okay? You have to be aggressive with your sinister strikes and your eviscerates, because those are the 2 main abilities you're going to be using. As you can see, my sinister strike and my eviscerate are my 2 main abilities. So, yeah. And then you have adrenaline rush, which you can go in at one time. It's an instant cast. It has 5 minutes. It's a 5-minute cooldown, but the good side is that it is an instant cast, and it says increases your energy regeneration rate by 100% for 15 seconds. So basically that means your energy. So if you don't know what energy is, basically I have 100 energy. I don't think you can really upgrade your energy like that, but you'll just be stuck with 100 energy. You know, if you want more energy, go to BFA. You can get Thistle Tea, which Thistle Tea is, let me see, I have Thistle Tea in my cooking. That's first aid. I want to show that. I want to show my cooking. Thistle Tea. So if you look at this, it says Thistle Tea. It's made for rogues. So it says classes. that can only use it is a rogue, because, yeah, I don't know why. I mean, it's just Blizzard. I mean, I don't, I'm not saying you, you know, yeah. But it says instantly restores 100 energy, and it has a 5-minute cooldown. It requires level 5, which is dope. Okay, so yeah. It restores your energy by 100, so it restores all your energy, which is basically what adrenaline rush does. It says increases your energy regeneration rate, so it'll regenerate your energy faster by 100% for 15 seconds, which is really good. So basically, let me talk more about my I'm gonna go into opportunity, which says increases the damage dealt by striking from behind with your backstab, grow, or ambush abilities by 4%. I'm going in assassination. I don't know what I'm gonna do with assassination, but I know what I am gonna do. I'm gonna go into malice, because if you look, you look at this. Look at that. Look at that freaking crit. But most of that crit is from Rallying Cry of Dragon Slayer. It gives you 5% attack. I mean, not attack power. It says increases your critical strike chance by spells by 10%. So I had 5%. I used to have 5%, I think. And now I have 10%. Or 15%. Now I have 15%. And by 5% in grants. Wait, hold up. It says increasing critical strike chance by spells by 10%, melee and ranged by 5%, and oh no. So I have 10%, which is what I thought. I was like, that sounds wrong. So I have 10%, but the rallying cry, since I have rallying cry up, it gives me 5% more, so I have 15%. And it says in grants 140 attack power by 120. Wait, and it lasts 120 minutes, which is 2 hours. I think. I know. You know what time it is now, right? It's time for the macros. Okay, so going into the macros. Oh man, I'm so glad to be in the macros. Because macros are just gonna be so easy to explain. No, it's not. It's just way too much. Why did I just get so many macros? Oh god. I'm gonna be sitting. I'm gonna be sitting here forever. Anyway. So starting off with my first macro. As you can see, I named my first macro Ambush. So you want to do your equip slots. You do, if you want to have the same macro, you have to have a dagger and a weapon. You have to have a dagger and another weapon that's not a dagger, like a mace or a sword. So basically, you do slash equip slot, and you do slash equip slot 16, which your equip slots are these things right here. So the equip slot, and the reason why you put 16, the number 16, is because this is the number 16 equip slot. So if I have the mouse buttons, so if I press this, it'll change my weapon, and if I click it again, it'll change my weapon back to the Skeletal Club. I'm sure other YouTubers might be able to explain, because I got a lot of my macros. I made this one by myself, but I'm sure there are a lot of other YouTubers that can explain this better, because I don't really know how to explain this. I mean, it's really easy. Hold up. I know. Never mind. I just don't want to explain it. No. But ambush. So I named it ambush. You know, you can keybind it, or you can just keep clicking on it like a retard. You can keybind it to your buttons if you have mouse buttons, or you can keybind it to your keyboard. You can keybind it to your keyboard, whichever button you want to keybind it to. I keybind it to my up. Let me see what that is. My G5. I don't know. But I keybind it to my top mouse button, my side top mouse button, so it'll change my weapon. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, if you look on the screen, it'll remove the greenness if it has the dagger in hand. I mean, if it has the Skeletal Club in hand, and then it'll put the green stuff around it again if you equip the dagger into your main hand. So then it'll give you the ability. So let me just go into stealth real quick. My arm is starting to hurt. So then if you do that, you can walk up to somebody. If you do that, it'll give you the ability to do ambush. But see, now if I stop, and so let me switch back to the Skeletal Club. As you can see, it grayed out, meaning that it darkened out. It says you must have a dagger equipped in your main hand, which your main hand is the equip slot 16, this one. It requires a dagger. So if I switch back, it says dagger, and daggers are super fast. So, use a dagger if you want to. Anyway, off that. Moving on to ambush / pickpocket. I don't know why I named it. I was just trying to name it. Something that wasn't ambush, and just had to name it ambush / pickpocket because I didn't want it to be an ambush. I didn't want to just name it ambush. So basically, ambush / pickpocket is what I name my macro, and I'm gonna say how to make a macro just in a few once I get done with explaining all my macros. So basically, I have the hashtag, or hashtag show tooltip. It's show tooltip ambush. Parentheses rank 2 parentheses. Mine is called that. You're gonna most likely have rank 1. Not most likely. You might have like a different rank. But if you wanna like show the tooltip of it, then since I moused over it, it'll show the tooltip for ambush. But if I deleted this, I'm gonna copy and paste that because I don't want to forget it. There you go. So if I delete that, go down and then I press backspace, and I save. It's not gonna show it again. See, it doesn't show it at all now. It just shows ambush / pickpocket. But if I put it back, so let me need you to go back down, please. There you go. And hold up, V. There you go. And then I press save. I'm gonna go back to it. Ambush. It says ambush now. So if you didn't know how to do it, now you know. Moving on to the other codes. Basically, that's what it is. Or macro typings. You do /cast. You do /cast space exclamation mark stealth, whatever rank you have, in parentheses, whatever rank you have in parentheses. So basically, I have it set to my other top button. So this is the top button just to change it to my dagger. As you can see, look at my character. Hello? Are you working? You wanna work? You wanna work? Oh wait, it's because I was clicking on something. Okay, let me just do it again. There we go. Change it to my dagger, and then I'll change it back. There. I use the top button. See. Look. Oh, I will prove it. Look at this. The top button. Top. See. Top button. Let me just click on here real quick. Click. Okay. Change it to my dagger. And it changes to my hammer. Okay. So moving on. To my other ones. Basically, it's kind of like the same thing, but it's on the other side. So this one is to change it to my dagger. Hold on, let me just. Can you actually stop doing that? There you go. So it'll change it to my dagger. There we go. And then it'll change it to my hammer. Okay, mace. Basically, they're the same ones, but it'll put me in stealth, and it'll change my dagger also. And if I click on it again, it'll let me do ambush, but at the same time, it won't take me out of stealth. And the reason why it won't take me out of stealth is because I put an exclamation mark. So see now, if I deleted the exclamation mark, and I pressed save, and then I clicked on it again, it would have took me out of stealth. So let's just wait for my stealth to go off cooldown really quickly. I'll click on it. Wait. And then I'll click on it again, and it takes me out of stealth. Oh, snap, I dropped my mouse. I want to be doing that. But see now, if I put the exclamation mark, to put that, it's shift 1. So if I put the exclamation mark, then it won't take me out of stealth. So if I press it, let me just change the color. There you go. If I press it, I want you guys to actually see this. Press it. Oh snap! I accidentally copied it. So let me just delete this. Delete that fetus. No. Okay. So if I press it, it will not take me out of stealth now. So no matter how many times I click it, clicking it. No matter how many times I click it, it will not take me out of stealth. But at the same time, I'm still able to walk up on somebody and kill them with ambush. So I'm walking up, right? And as you can see, it says equipslot 16 Venom Web Fang, which is my dagger. And this is /cast rank 2 ambush. So the rank 2 ambush will be like, rank 2 ambush will hit right there. So immediately when I hit, it would immediately hit. So yeah. But I would have to press it 2 times. So I press it 1 time to equip the dagger, and then I can just press this button to change it to my mace, and then I'll press E, which is the keybind that I have it to take me out of stealth, and everything's back to normal. Moving on to distract. This one, it's not a complicated, it's hard to figure out, so I'm gonna go to a mob to test this one, because this one has to do with a lot of these stuff that a rogue needs. We need to be stealthy and agile and sneaky, but also at the same time we need to be fast, so a mob or somebody won't be able to attack us fast enough. So we have to be killer, deadly. So I'm probably gonna fly all the way down to Duskwood, maybe. I'm going to pull my screen out really quickly. I'm going to go to Duskwood, and I'm going to test out the macro. But see now, Only problem is I'm streaming, so you guys are gonna have to watch me, you know, fly all the way down there. You know, yeah. So, the, let me just close. I don't want you guys to forget. Okay, so distract, distract, distract. I named it distract. You know something else I need to do? You know something else? No, you don't know something else. Dang. I need to put this, then show tool. Oh no, I don't want to put it in that. And take the caps off. Show tool tip. This spell tip, 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 tip. Oh, I should stop saying that. Show tooltip space, and then my distract. Save. Save. Okay, there we go. It's not showing it. What is going on? What's the problem? Macros. I don't want to do that. Distract. Save. Yes, no, this is not gonna do that. So. Wait, did I even spell it right? Yes, I did. Never mind. Anyway, that didn't work so well. I should have probably tested that before I came on the video. But let me just open that macro up again. Let's see. There we go. I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna fly to Westfall because it's closer to Stormwind. I don't want to fight any mobs that are my level. So, hey guys, how you doing? I'm just flying down to Westfall. You know, one of the areas in World of Warcraft. I mean, if you don't play World of Warcraft already now, you should probably go check it out. Go to their Blizzard website. You can download it there, I'm pretty sure. Just go to their website. You know, it's a subscription pay. So, yeah. They have an item shop, you know. Well, I'm not gonna say that. I mean, yeah. I'm already almost, I'm already in. Okay, I'm here. Sentinel Hill. Here it is. This disgusting area. This area makes me throw up all the time. It's already making my eyeballs hurt. Actually, I was lying about it being disgusting, but now it actually kind of looks mustardy disgusting. It looks like diarrhea. So let's find a mob. Let's find a mob. Alright, so, you know, you're most likely going to be in stealth if you're, you know, walking up to a gore tusk. So let's say this mob is, you know, actually I want to find another mob. No, I'm just going to fight this one because he doesn't move around that much. I'm just going to go and vanish because I want to get done with this. Alright, you're kissing on the skin and stuff. Okay, so, basically, you know how it would, if you clicked on your distract, it would show this green circle, and if you click the circle, you would have to, you know, it would distract the mob from looking at you while you're stealthing behind the mob, about to stab them in them butt cheeks. No, but for this one, since the macro is on, it says /use brackets at cursor brackets space distract. So I did /use space brackets at cursor, which this is your cursor, brackets space distract. So what this does, so I have it on my X, it's called distract. It'll distract the mob instantly, and it'll, yeah. So I'm gonna use one of my other macros that I just showed. So let me just go, and the mob is dead. air. Makes the gameplay really easy. Hope that persuaded you to play Rogue, because Rogue is really fun. Yeah. But that's basically what this one does. It's simple, easy, to the point. It's just, yeah, it makes gameplay fast. You know. So Gouge. I named this one Gouge. So basically, what this one does, it's a you do slash cast space brackets at mouse over comma harm comma exists comma nodead brackets like this and another bracket like that, and then you do space and then Gouge. You gotta go ahead and type that into your macros or whatever. So yeah. Oh yeah, I'll go check this out, cause I'm gonna put this on YouTube also. And if you don't wanna hear me, talk about it, which you should hear me talk about it cause I can explain it to you. I can explain the macro to you. So yeah, I'm gonna put them in the descriptions on YouTube. So go check them on YouTube. Subscribe, like to that. You can go ahead, do that right now. And click off this, go to YouTube, subscribe, and like to every single one of my videos. I'm a pretty small YouTuber, don't really have much YouTube content. I have some pretty good YouTube content. Might seem interesting to you, but back to the macros and stuff. I named this one Gouge. You do that, and let me go get another mob. So I'm gonna go get 2 mobs. This is one where you don't have to do a lot of finger work, like clicking on mobs and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab 2 mobs. I'm gonna distract them. Come with me. I'm gonna press V real quick. Okay, alright, well I grabbed 3 mobs. Okay. That's good enough. You freaking retard. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, so you see how I'm targeting this guy? So you would usually have to, let me just spread them out. You would usually have to target another mob, or so I'm targeting this guy, right? Let me just disarm these foos. I don't wanna kill, Jesus Christ, let me just get on with what I'm saying. Gosh, because I have some retard out here. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna go ahead and kill you, and I'm going down to the Defias Pillager place. Alright, let's go down here. Sure. Alright, come here, brute. Give me your cheeks. Keep facing that way. Come here. Thank you. Dang it. That's retarded. Okay, so I'm targeting this mob. I put my cursor over this mob, and it's a mouse over. And I do my bandage, but let me just bandage. So basically, you would have, so if to do a gouge, if you were normally trying to do a gouge, you would have to target the mob. So I would be targeting him. I would just be able to walk over. So I'm targeting him, right? And I'm way over here. I'm not even targeting that mob. So let me just do my distract. And I'm going to, boom. Hold up, I gotta be in front. Never mind. Boom. I was targeting this mob right here. See? Targeted. Not even targeting him. I didn't do no fast clicking stuff or whatever. I didn't do none of that. Because my fingers are not that fast. So, let me just show you again while they're attacking me. Let me just show you. Hold on, I need to put my cursor over it, of course. And, boom. Nothing. Wait, hold up. It didn't do it. Wait, what was that? The freak was that for? Why didn't you do it, retard? Come on, do it. Okay, I'm targeting that other mob. See? Boom. Did it. Easy. Straight, easy, simple. Moving on to the next macro. Let's see. Next macro. It's called mouse over kick. So, basically, gouge. It's a mouse over gouge, and it does my bandage. Silk Bandage, which it bandages me up, patches me up, heals me. It's a mouse over kick. So it will only show the kick icon when you're moused over somebody. Okay, so let me just show you. You know, so if you click on a mob, it will usually pop up right there. If you're targeting them, that's how you know that you're targeting them. Let me just go ahead destroy this guy because I want to prove a point. I'm trying to prove a point. Come here. Come here. Thank you. Freaking retards. I'm not going to target any of them. God. Kick. How did I kick them? Because I was targeting them. Of course. Gosh. Jesus. I don't want to target you. I swear I don't. I'm trying not. I'm really trying. Okay, I'm just gonna try. So I'm not targeting him. I'm targeting him. But if I just turn around and I do the little kicky thing, it'll hit him. And bada bing, bada boom. I think I should kill this person because they're about to kill me, and I don't want to die. And I'm also gonna heal up because I'm about to die. Boom. I'm gonna heal. Okay, moving on to the next macro. Let me just see. Macros. And I have a mouse over... I need to change the name. It's a mouse over cheap shot. It's a mouse over cheap shot. Okay. So it's called the mouse over cheap. So basically what it does, it's all like all the other mouse over ones, but it's a mouse over gouge. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Save. Okay. So it's basically like all the other ones, but as you can see, I'm not targeting him at all. I'm not targeting him. As you can see, if I clicked on him, it will pop up here. Okay, I'm not targeting him at all, and if I go into stealth, because I can only use this ability in stealth, and I cheap shot him. Didn't target him at all, didn't use no clicky, fast clicky stuff, you know, didn't do anything. I'm gonna kill this guy. There we go. Yeah, let me just show you again with another mob. I'm gonna go in stealth, cheap shot, there we go. Didn't target him at all, not targeted, nothing. Just moused over him. And it was just like that. So okay, moving on to the next macro. It's a poison macro. You know, as you can see, it's a lot. I actually got this from a website. So yeah, because it was, well, I actually learned how to do this. The website was teaching, you know, showing how to do macros and stuff, and it showed this one, and I learned how to do it now, and now I can do it with anything. Okay, so basically you do slash, use brackets nomod, brackets instant poison. So yeah, basically what the nomod thing means, so you know how you have your little keys on your keyboard and stuff, you know, your little colorful rainbow keys, right? But basically that means, so if you see this, I'm gonna press shift. So if I can find shift, so shift is right here. Let me just bring it a little closer. Probably can't read that because it's backwards, but if I press shift, boom, it'll change it to Crippling Poison, and I'm holding shift because then if I let go of shift, then it'll change it back to instant poison. Just turn my camera. So basically what that is, it says mod colon then shift. And then since it says shift, I can press shift and it will change it to Crippling Poison, which this is a really easy way to do instant poison. Well, you're just poisons in particular. So right now I have instant poison rank 1. I can do rank 2, but I don't want to do that right now because I'm not gonna change. I don't want to mess up the macro because I worked really hard on this macro and I had to type everything out. I totally didn't copy and paste it. Yeah. But if you do that, as I said, I'm gonna export this to YouTube and I'm going to show off all of the macros. And you can go down into the descriptions, I'll link everything that you need in the descriptions. Yeah. Comment, like, subscribe. Tell your friends about it. Share my videos on your socials. Share it Twitter, Instagram, all types of videos. Share it everywhere. So I can, have a good community because I want a community of good people. So go to good websites, like maybe Twitter or maybe Instagram. I don't know. I don't use any of the social medias like Twitter, but I need to get a social media like Twitter or something because Twitter's the best place. But besides that, figure it out. Okay, I'm not gonna explain this. Yes, I am. But Crippling Poison, if you press Shift, it'll change it to Crippling Poison. If you click on it, if you right click it, it'll put it on your main end weapon. Is that right? I don't know. Direction, just, yeah. If you left click it, it'll put it on the right weapons. Yeah, right weapons. You can't see it, but it put it on. I used to not have poisons on these weapons. Okay, I promise you. I swear. I'm even gonna do it with instant poison. So I'll click it. I clicked it. Okay, it changed it. Instant poison. Look at that. Clear with this. Let me just bring it up real quick. I'm clicking it with this one. Button number 2. It'll put instant poison on this. And yeah, look at that. And I like it a lot. And you can press Control for mind numbing if you want mind numbing. So I clicked it. There you go, mind numbing. Then you click with the other one. There you go, mind numbing. If you can press Alt if you want wound poison, which I don't have wound poison right now, but I can get wound poison because I'm a 140 on my poison, as you can see. Let me just show you. 140, 140, see, max. Well, it's not max level actually. I don't think. Hopefully, but every profession goes to 300. But besides that, now I want to get into the keyboard macros. So what I mean by the keyboard macros, let me just bring up my keyboard real quick. Hopefully you can see it. I'm using the Logitech G213. You can program macros into the keyboard to where, and this took me a whole entire day just to figure out, because it confused the trash out of me. So let me just bring up the website. It's called G-Hub. Let me just move this really quickly. Can I move it, please? I'm going to put it like no. What? No. Okay, that was weird. I can't make this any smaller. Anyway, so this is my keyboard. This is what my keyboard looks like. I'm going to put my camera down here. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. I might even be able to move it a little bit. Nah, I can't. Yeah, no, I can't. I'm just gonna put it like that. Okay, so if you go to assignments and then you go down here to, instead of commands, you go to macros. And then you can go to whatever you want to default it to. So I always default it to World of Warcraft. So let's change it to World of Warcraft. I named mine. I looked at a ton of videos for this type of stuff. Because I had no idea how to use it. I just named mine new macro because, you know, I looked at a video on this and, you know, and I just thought I was just playing around and stuff. So basically, the macro will do my whole entire rotation for me. So the arrows, so this means like down, that's a down, and then this is up key, down key, up. This is basically how to program your keyboard with the G Hub. If you're using G Hub, which I recommend you do because it's a really good. It feels really good when you're playing your game. You don't even have to be playing World of Warcraft. You can just basically in any game. So maybe I would be playing like Battlefield 4 or something. I don't know. Shoot, I don't even play that anymore. And I could just be playing that, and I can just, so if I go to, let me see if I can just default it to, I have Battlefield 1, Counter Strike, Destiny 2, Fortnite. Let's see what I wanted. I'll do Battlefield 1. Defaulting it to, okay, so pretty simple and easy. Create new. Let's see. I'll just name it Shoot. I don't want it on repeat. Let's see. Start new one, and then you do record keystrokes, so it'll record what you do. And I'm literally gonna change games just to show you that this stuff works. So this is what it does. Click, stop. Okay. You want to save it, and then once it saves, you'll have your macro. It has an M by it, and then it'll have what you named it. I named mine Shoot, and then you can take it to one of these. So these are your F keys. Your F5, F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, F6, F7, F8, F9, F10, F11, and F12 is where it stops. I'm going to put mine at F1. Or actually, no. I'm going to use it back to default. And I'm going to put mine at F3. F3, right? Actually, you know, I'm just gonna keep using World of Warcraft. I'm gonna just use World of Warcraft, you know? Yes, keep, yes. Actually, no. I'm gonna keep it like that. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna delete that. Yes, I'm gonna delete you. I'm gonna full screen really quickly. Full screen. No, full screen. Can you please full screen? Please? Please, full screen. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Okay, let me go back to World of Warcraft. It'll take a while. There we go. I'm gonna create a new one. So let's see. I'll just name it Dash. Actually, I'm gonna name it Zero. Because that's the key I'm gonna. Nope, I'm just gonna keep it like that, and 0 there. Oh nope, I didn't mean to do that. Let me just reset. Keystrokes 0. Stop recording. Okay, save. Press the save button. I press 0. I named it 0. I'm gonna change it to F3. Alright, and then I'm gonna move my gun. So this is the shoot my gun, to shoot my gun macro for the keyboard. So I'm going to press F. Which F key am I gonna press? I'm gonna press 2. I'm gonna press F3. I mean 3. Sorry, 3. So let's see, F3. There, it's gonna do my gun. I pressed F3. I'm pressing F3 only. I swear I'm pressing F3. Just believe me. You don't even gotta believe me. I'm gonna just show you. Okay. See? Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Let me just show you. F keys only, please. F keys only, please. F keys only, please. F keys. Actually, you know, I'm gonna move my camera up so I can actually see myself. There we go. So wait, where even is F3? Dang. Okay, so F3. F3 is right there. So I'm gonna press F3. I'm gonna walk up to a mob and I'm just gonna press F3. This is F3. Boom. I pressed F3. It's doing my gun. See? It did my gun. I'm gonna press it again. See, look at that. It's doing the gun. That's what's cool about the macros for the keyboard. I just made a macro. Simple, easy, straight to the point. Now this one that I'm about to press took me all night. So I'm really glad to show you guys. Boop. I pressed F2. I'm not doing anything. I didn't do anything on that. I'm gonna go to like a more health mob. I don't think that's gonna have more health. But it's something. Actually, this might have more health. It's definitely, most likely gonna have more health. Come here and give me your cheeks. Come on, fight me. Hit me. Thank you. Okay. Press F2. Boom. I didn't do anything on that. Shoot, I'm just to even do this. I'm gonna put mine. Instant poison on so I can hit him faster and harder. Harder. All right. I'm gonna instantly press it. So, attack me. Okay. Nothing. I'm not doing anything. I gained two. Look at that. I literally gained 2 or 3. I gained 3 sinister strikes from that. So let me just reset real quick. I'm gonna do current. I'm gonna reset everything. Yes. Okay. Alright. And I'm gonna just press F2. So let me just bring my keyboard up. F2 is right there. So I'm gonna press it. Holding my keyboard. Boom. I didn't do anything else. Nothing else. Keyboard macros for you there. That's why I like this. And now I literally just created a new macro so I won't have to reach my mouse or bring my mouse all the way down to the 0 key. All I have to do is just press. Hold on, let me just get closer to this mob. All I have to do is just press F3 and it does it for me. F3. Boom. And then I can press F2. Boom. But, do gotta say, that is the end of what I had to talk about of rogues. Rogues, they're pretty dope. They have pretty dope macros, or you can make pretty dope macros. If you have the right keyboard, I would recommend go getting, a keyboard that's programmable, that you can put in macros for, basically. So I have I have a Logitech G213. right now. I so far like it. You know, I, if I had to choose a keyboard, this would be my first one. This one feels like a hardcore gamer keyboard, in which it it is. It's a really good gaming keyboard. And I like this keyboard a lot. This keyboard is my most favorite keyboard I have ever had. Um, I don't care if it's freaking new, old. It's old as heck. Not really. It's only like at least 1 year old. It's 1 years old. I've had this for 1 year. I had another keyboard. It was only blue, so it wasn't programmable. It was a small little keyboard. It was like this, like it's not half, but a little bit the size of this. How do I no, I don't really care about that, but it's the end. The keyboard is dope. This game is dope. I like this game. If you don't already have the game, it's called World of Warcraft. Go to the Blizzard website. Uh, get a programmable keyboard. It's really cool. I'm gonna bring this to my YouTube. I'm gonna export this stream to my YouTube. So it'll be on YouTube if you want to look at that. You can skip. Then that'll give you the ability to skip to some of the parts that you want to see. Ooh, I need. Oh, that's cool. But go look at this on my YouTube if you want to see it on my YouTube. Uh, yeah, I'll tell you about socials if you want to see some of my Twitter if I ever get Twitter. Uh, again, as I say, go look at this on my YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube. Like to my YouTube. If you like the video, yeah, like to every single one of my videos. I mean, if you have the willpower, because I mean, I don't really have that many videos, so I only have like 12 videos or something like that on my YouTube. So just go like all my videos. That would be I would like that. Subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. Put this on your social medias, because most people already have socials. Probably most likely have social medias. So yeah. Hope you enjoyed. I'm probably gonna stream again. I'm gonna start another stream, and stream is just gonna be on me doing the perspective of a rogue. I'm gonna be questing in, I don't know. It's kind of yellow though. I don't know. Shoot. Where should I quest? If I can get if I can get into a group for nomod again, then I'll record that video. But until then, see you guys later. Don't want to add any extra minutes or seconds onto this video. Toodles.